Hello, hello. It's Crystal with Planning with Crystal. I wanted to show you how I set up a monthly view in my planner. I went ahead and did February just because I felt like doing it and there wasn't a good time to pull my camera out and record. But I just got this package in from Sweet Kawaii Design with my January monthly in it. I got some freebies too. Oh, that's a cute journaling card. Okay, so you guys know that I have switched from let's go take this out because there's a glare, the Jibun Techo to a 2023 Hobonichi Cousin that I'm repurposing to match 2024. So I have to go back and redo January, even though the month is almost over. And I've just been waiting on these stickers because of bad weather and all of that stuff. But look how cute this is. And then you get your wacky holidays as well. So I do use the monthly view for my bills. And my bills are already laid out. So you guys will see that as well. Okay. So the first thing that I do is I'm going to go ahead and put down the date covers, not the day of the week covers. I'm going to bring you guys down a little bit. There you go. I just feel like it's just so far up. Okay. How's everybody been? I hope you're well. This weekend I was just so tired. I ended up not filming my weekly view, which is unlike me, but I was just exhausted. My husband came home from, oh, that's incredibly crooked. My husband came home from a work trip on Saturday, and I felt bad, like I was asleep and kind of didn't greet him. I had just fallen asleep like 5 minutes before he walked in the door, and I was exhausted. So I think on Valentine's Day I see a new rheumatologist, and I have got to talk to them about my fatigue. It is just, it's nutty how tired I am all the time. I take a nap every single day. What I like about this matte vinyl is that it's really removable. Now you do have to use a, oh my gosh, a permanent pen to write on it. So I just use a Sharpie, but that doesn't bother me. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so then on the sidebar, I'm going to lay down this, sorry, the sun is really bright. I just picked up my son from school. It was such a beautiful day that I actually walked to pick him up. Let's move this cup. Okay. So then I'm just going to cover this. So yeah, that's what I really like about this removable vinyl, is that it's removable. I feel like that could fit a little bit better. Let's see if I can get it up. Ooh, I'm tearing my paper just a little bit. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Sounds like my neighbors are home. Okay, that's gonna be good enough. Okay, And then I'm going to take these washi strips down here, and we're just going to cover up this. I'll show you my February as well. I never used to decorate my monthly views, and then I found these kits from Sweet Kwai and kind of just fell in love with them. That's very crooked. Man, can't lay anything straight down. Anything down straight. I also can't talk today apparently. So yeah, doing well. Just been really tired. This weekend I was so exhausted and we didn't even do anything. That's what is so crazy, is that I didn't do anything. Okay, next what I do is I go ahead and lay down the date dots, which I know is like watching paint dry. So I'll try to talk about something interesting. January started on a Monday. So I already planned that out, and my bills are already paid. So I'll show you what I go in and do that as well. I would say, oh, I'll speed you up, but I honestly don't know how to do that. I wish I did, but I don't. I'm trying to debate whether or not I want to put a piece of vellum in between, like tip in a piece of vellum. I used to do that all last year. I did that, and I liked it okay. I would kind of go with like the theme of the month or whatever, like, you know. But I was also trying to chunk up that sucker a lot. And this time, I'm not so much worried about chunking up this planner, because honestly, I carry this around everywhere I go. It stays in my purse with me, and it gets heavy. So I'm trying to decide if I do want to put a piece of vellum in or not. I don't know if I have any. I'll have to look in my vellum. If I have any printed for that would go for January. My husband and I were talking about a budget this weekend. Yet again, I'm the world's worst with money, and so that's always an exciting conversation to have. Oops. I'll show you what my weekly view looks like here in a second. I used a pretty cute planner kit. And I really like how it turned out. We went over to my mother-in-law's house yesterday. She just got back from a month-long cruise. So we went over there to visit with her, and I worked in my planner a little bit. And I fell asleep. They were watching the football game, and I definitely fell asleep. I don't really care for football, but I was going to read my book, and my eyes got really heavy. So I'm telling you, every day it's like I can't keep my eyes open. I did have a sleep study done because I've been snoring as well. That came back fine. I'm just kind of a mess. I think this is so cute. I just love Tasia's stuff. And she ships so quickly. I know I've been waiting on this one because she was without power for a little bit, and obviously that's a something that she can't control. And then it got like, took a weird route. For some reason it went to St. Louis and then Kansas City, when usually it just goes to Kansas City and then to me. So, kind of strange. And perfect. Okay. And then you get a blank sticker sheet, which is always exciting. Okay, so I'm going to put down these wacky holidays. I don't do anything with them. I just like how it looks in my planner. One always has to go up there because I have so many bills come out on the 1st. Ooh, Spaghetti Day was on the 4th of January. I keep wanting to say July. It feels like July. It is so pretty today. It's like in the 60s. Cuddle Up Day. Every day is Cuddle Up Day for me. Tempura Day. Sorry, I was off out of frame on those two. Bubble Bath Day. So what I do with this view is obviously I track my bills, and if I have to make a payment, okay, let me see how I want to word this. Obviously I pay my bills, but if it's just not an auto deduct and I have to go in and like go to a website or something like that, then it'll get a check. So like on my phone, I have to call, it's not an auto pay. Like I call the automated system and I pay. So then I put a check mark here saying that I paid the bill. And then once it's come out of my bank account, I highlight it. Amazon for Prime, it is an auto draft. And so once that comes out of my bank account, it just gets a highlight. So I know which bills are taken out and whatnot, so I know how much money is left over in that account. So that's how I do my bill tracking. I would be interested to know how other people do their bill tracking and your budgeting and all that stuff. My husband and I, like I said, we are trying to get better at budgeting because we're finding ourselves, and I don't know if this is too much information for the internet or whatever, but we're finding ourselves like kind of scrimping by like a couple days before he gets paid. I get paid monthly and it really goes towards the bills, and then he gets paid every other week and that goes towards like gas, groceries, life expenditures, all of that stuff. Penguin Awareness Day. So we find ourselves like when he gets paid, we're like, woohoo, we have money, and we go crazy. And then we don't have money the rest of the time. We do, but it's just not as much as we would like. Ooh, handwriting day was the 23rd. Here comes my son, maybe. Okay, green juice day. So yeah, I would be interested to, this is the things that they don't teach you in school, right? They don't teach you how you know, to budget and all of that stuff. which I think that they should. Today is corn chip day, if anybody's interested. I'm filming this on the 29th. Tomorrow, the 30th, is croissant day. And the 31st is hot cocoa day. So I'm going to put this one up. Oh no, because I have to put a payday up there. And then I go ahead and mark in the paydays as well. So 18th. And then I get paid on the 31st. So January is always a long month for me because I get paid early in December before my college goes on break, and then we get paid on the very last day of January. Okay. Just going to see if I have any vellum that'll some of these. And my battery light's flashing at me. So this is what the completed spread looks like. Let's go ahead and I think let's go ahead and tip this guy in, and I'll show you how I do that. It's pretty simple. I do it kind of roughly. Let's do it on the back side. So what I do is I just kind of mark where I need to cut. And I usually like to cut short because I don't want my vellum sticking out. And then I get my paper slicer and just cut on those lines as straight as possible. Even with this paper slicer, I still can't cut a straight line, it seems like. Is anybody else like that? Just kind of did a British accent there. I don't know why. Sorry about that. I do like rounded corners, so then I'll take my paper round, or my corner rounder. Sometimes this one doesn't work all the best. Like that. Okay. And then what I do is I take this really thin double-sided sticky tape. I'm going to kind of put it away from the spine a little bit because I don't want the spine. These books, I hear, and from my experience, can take a lot on the spine, but the more you put right in the middle of the spine, obviously the flimsier, the more compromised, I guess, the spine is going to be. Just snip that. Take the backing off. And then just put the paper on. Let's see. Like that. And now you have a tipped in piece of vellum. Okay guys, this is what February is looking like, and then this is what this week looks like. I love it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you next time. Bye!